Hi, and welcome to Esports Vikings Weekly. Once again, we don't have my dear friend Teemu here, but I am here to guide you through all of what we have on the table today. So, first of all, I want to say welcome to our lovely subscribers. And for you who are not subscribed, you should press that button. And then after the video, if you think this was informative, funny, whatever, if it was something you enjoyed, press the like button as well. Once again, we are here to talk about a tournament. And last week we were talking about CSGO, and this week we will be talking about Dota 2. Because we have WePlay, Tug of War, Mad Moon. Yes, it's a long name, but it's starting today and it ends on Sunday. In the tournament, we have 8 teams, out of which 4 of them come from the previous tournaments in this series, which is Dire, Radiant, and then we also have a team from Reshuffle Madness. That's very simple and all, but now we have some changes. The previous winners from these tournaments have been changed out, so we have Navi, who's being replaced by Aggressive Mode, who we saw in the qualifiers a week ago, who were really an interesting team. New and upcoming, but interesting. Then we also have RNG from China, who's been replaced by B8, the new Dendis team, which is also very fun for everybody who's been following Dota 2. Dendis is a favorite for everybody, he's a legend in Dota 2, so who can complain? Also, this tournament is played in Ukraine on his home soil, so even better. But let's get to it. So these teams will be fighting for $300,000, and the winner will get 130 of them. Which brings us to the teams who will fight for it, obviously, and it's pretty safe to say that everybody's favorite right now is Team Secret, but there's other teams there, so let's have a look, we'll go through them. So we have Secret, we have Gambit, Nigma, Virtus Pro, Ninjas in Pyjamas, B8, Infamous, and Aggressive Mode. So that's the 8 teams, and we can also have a look since the groups were actually just released. So we have 2 groups of 4 teams each, and out of these groups, the winner will go to the upper bracket in the playoffs, the teams in 2nd and 3rd place will go to the lower brackets, and then we also, well, sadly, the last place, or the team who finishes in last place in the groups will be eliminated. So for once, I would say the group stages are very important, more than usual, so, you know, that's it. But then, to add on top of that, the playoff is played very standard, double elimination, all games best of 3, same for group stages actually, everything best of 3, final best of 5. Standard format, but very nice, I think that's what we all like. As said, Secret are the massive favorite, there's no doubt about it. They won DreamHack Dream League Season 13, Dota Major, they won it, dominant fashion, this team has been absolutely amazing. They also went through the qualifiers to ESL, won Los Angeles, undefeated. There's not much to say. Ever since Matumba Man joined this team, they have been a force. A lot of people, me included, were talking about if they could be better this year than last year. It seemed unlikely, but at this point, who knows? This team looks scary good. And also I would like to add one of my favorite players in this team is Nisha. Ever since he changed to mid lane from the carry position, he's been one of the absolutely best players in the world, maybe even a contender for the #1 spot. Especially if he continues like this for a while, I think there's no discussion. The guy is looking amazing. He carries this team time after time. He's not lost his mid lane once. He simply looks amazing, and so does the whole team. So Secret is the team to beat this year, and I think only VG Gaming is they are the only ones who can compare themselves to this giant right now. So I don't think there's more to say, everybody probably agrees, but the tournament still has to be played, but Secret looks amazing. But let's have a look at the teams that actually should have some kind of realistic chance to maybe even upset Secret, but at least get to a final or go for a deep run in the playoffs. Beginning with, we have NIP, who is a very interesting team since they made a few changes, considering that end of 2019 was very weak for them, and 2020 started, well, we all probably know it, they came in a last place in the Book of El Minor, which is obviously not acceptable for a team of NIP stature, so they made changes. They brought in Lelis, Tanner and Dahak, who has made a big change in this team. They managed to qualify for ESL 1 Los Angeles, which is very impressive considering that they come from the Europe qualifiers where they have to beat teams like Alliance and Liquid and leave them behind. That's a very, very big improvement for this team led by, well, PPD. That's a great start to the new squad, and I think, honestly, looking at their performance there, they should be able to compete with any team coming into this tournament and, well, besides Secret, but they should be looking at going deep and going to potentially a final, which is very, very good for them. So that's them. Then we have next team on my list, which, if we say NIP is a success story right now, then Nigma is definitely the opposite. They are struggling really, really massively, and as you can see in the picture, our dear Kuroki looks a little bit sad, and he should as well, because since this team was formed, or should I say, since they formed their own organization, they have been very underwhelming. They managed to win Bookable Minor, which was obviously a good result for them, but then in the major, which is obviously what matters for a team this good on paper, they managed to come to 9-12 spot, which definitely is not what they are looking for. They also didn't qualify for ESL 1 Los Angeles, which is a very, very big disappointment, first of all, but then in the following qualifier for the minor, they didn't even qualify for that. And fair to say, they played a very, very close final, best of 5 final against Alliance. They were up 2-1. They were even looking to win the last map, but in the end, they came up short. And that is not okay for a team as good as Nigma, again on paper, but they went to the final in TI9, and now they are here and they can't qualify for minors. The EU qualifiers are very tough, but that's still not an excuse for a team like this. So, coming into this tournament, they definitely have to improve, they have to find momentum, they have to do whatever they can to improve, and this is an opportunity, because this tournament is still a good one, good teams, but let's see. They should be at least going to a final, and who knows, this team has the potential to wake up and be a world-class team, so that's where we're at. Next team on my list is another one that I just discussed, which is B8, Dendis' new team. How should we put this? This team is super fun, and we're probably all really interested in seeing them playing. How good they will do is definitely a big question mark. But let's look at the team, newly formed, with pretty big names, actually, like obviously Dendi, the legend himself, but we have King R, we have Ghostic, we have LeBron. You know, this is a pretty solid CIS team, and who knows? For me, I don't really believe they will do that well, but I don't know. They will be a crowd favorite, that's for sure, and as I said earlier, this tournament is played in Ukraine. The fans will love this team, and honestly, I love this team too. I really hope they will do well, but the expectations aren't that high. But let's go. So, one last point about this tournament is about betting. When I'm here alone, I like to do some betting tips for you, but sadly for this tournament there are no long-term bets, so I would advise you to follow our Twitter account, right, this one, because there we do daily betting tips, and we have been doing it for a month, so we're pretty new at this. It's actually like our 1-month anniversary today. So I would suggest that you follow it if you like, especially Dota, CSGO, League of Legends, because we do a lot of that. And I will also show you our results for the past month, which has been a very good one. And with betting, things are up, things are down, but we have had a very good start. We have made 71 betting tips rather, and our ROI is on 12.54%, which means out of all the bets, if you put them together, we are on a positive result of 12% or so, which definitely is a good start. And for this tournament, we will be trying to find something every single day, usually comparing to, for an example, last week we had the ESL 1 qualifiers. We had about 3 betting tips every day on average, and we will try to find something similar here. Obviously, betting is something where if we don't think we find value, we are not gonna just put tips out there. We put out tips there when we think they actually are value and when you should be betting on them. So again, follow the Twitter account, and well, it's me. I'm the one posting there, so I really like you to come there and have a discussion. We have some people now who usually jump in. We discuss different bets, what we think, what other people think. Nobody's a superstar. We all like to just come up with good stuff together, and this far it has worked out great. So again, follow it, and hopefully you will enjoy this tournament. And again, hopefully you enjoyed this video, so like it, like we said earlier. So that's it for me today. Hopefully next time I have Teemu here with me, so I can teach him some Dota or whatever game we're talking about. So peace out and see you next week.